To be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for...
These two have certainly talked. And there's the bell to start the round. Nice counter shot. Maybe with the hook. Big whiff with the right hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Leonard took a big shot and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have. So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here.
So here comes Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from...
And this one has all... They ring the bell, and here we go. Caution being thrown to the wind. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Those counter punches have to hurt. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction times. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That jab doesn't score. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation. And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Can't land that jab. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, he is glad to. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. No rest for the weary. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you got... And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
He knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
It's bombs away. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Which fighter will say no mas? Do you believe this? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, they ring the bell and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This is a high-octane battle. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a... And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You don't want to trade shots. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't?
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do anything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice exchange here from both men. That big hook doesn't land. Nice slip to avoid the jab. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you quit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. No rest for the weary. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. So a majority decision here today.
A majority decision. You know what? I've got to agree.
I'm Todd Grisham, and how about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? Brooklyn Hall. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, always fit and trim, 145 pounds, 5'9" tall, with a reach of 70.5. Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division.
Not too many seats. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Lands the jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without it.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Big swing and a miss with the hook.
Okay, it's not working. Switch sides.
Both men step back for Sugar Ray Leonard days. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. As he survived the storm, he's throwing punches again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep. It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That's it. Good defense. That's it.
Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Focus. Just relax and breathe. Listen to...
They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Nice straight.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you all right?
This is a very important break. They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? A lot of effort being exerted here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
You'd like to see, you know, the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight.
Keep embarrassing him. He's trying to play to the crowd. Keep embarrassing him.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Good straight to the body.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Keep embarrassing him. He's trying to play to the crowd. Keep embarrassing him.
You'd like to see more jabs. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better.
50-50.